Oh, wait a minute. Have you ever read the book of Mark, chapter 8, verse 27? It's a popular place where Jesus was walking on the road of Caesarea Philippi with his disciples and he asked them a question. Whom do men say that I am? I know many of us are very sophisticated. We don't care about what the people think about us. It doesn't matter what the people say about me. Don't say that. Before you say that, learn a thing or two from what Jesus did. He is Jesus Christ. He should really not care. But he said, I understand that if I'm going to make a lot of impact on the lives of people, it should matter to me how they perceive me, because how they perceive me will determine how they receive me. I don't know what you're doing in life. Your perception matters a lot in the kind of reception you will get in life, in the kind of doors that will open to you, in the kind of audience you will be able to meet, and of course, in the kind of rewards you get with the efforts you put into life. So let's get back to our story. And I'm not saying this because the audience is always right about you. In fact, in this particular case, the public opinion about Jesus Christ was wrong. For instance, when he asked them, who do men say that I am? And Peter volunteered the response. He said, number one, they think you're John the Baptist. John the Baptist? How could he be John the Baptist? John the Baptist is just 6 months older and they're even cousins. And of course, they must have lived during the same period of time. It couldn't be John the Baptist. They were wrong. Some others said you are Elijah. Well, maybe they don't know who Elijah was. Jesus wasn't the kind of person who had the spirit of calling fire on people just because he needed to prove a point. Jesus had a different kind of spirit to give us accurately the kind of view that God has towards sinners. And of course, they said, well, we don't know which one of the prophets he is, but maybe he's one of the prophets. Of course, it was none of those. It was not John the Baptist. It was not Elijah. It was not one of the prophets. Indeed, he's the one that sent the prophets. The spirit of the prophets could not have worked without him. He is Jesus Christ. But can you see something similar about the kind of opinion that the people had about Jesus? Even though they were wrong, there was a convergence or a method to their error. They all thought he was some kind of prophet because John the Baptist was seen as some kind of prophet. Elijah was seen as some kind of prophet. And they said he looked like one of the prophets. So that means there must have been something about his message, about his messaging, about his demeanor, about his persona that must have been so consistent. Public opinion converged around it. And this is where I want to nail it. Yes, you say the public is wrong about me, but even if they are wrong, please know that there is an iota of truth in something they observe about you. Don't be responsible for causing the confusion. Today you are this, tomorrow you are that. Be consistent. Stay in what God has called you to do. Do you know your unique contribution to this life? Continue to build on it. Be consistent year in, year out. Don't say I'll do it in January, and in February I'm someone else. No, give the people an opportunity to have a consistent perception about you. And that depends a lot on you. Till we see you next week again, I pray that the Lord will grant you grace to stay on your lane, build in a consistent pattern and a manner that makes people recognize your value and reward you accordingly. God bless you.